Shout out to my dude, man, Mikey T, the movie star, man. Y'all know what we doing. You heard? Whenever we link up, you heard? It's your boy Kid, man. Ready now. Oh, appreciate you. Heard? Get right, you heard? Crooks is out now.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to all my Southerners. You know what I'm saying? For real. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody on the East Coast that's tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Even the people, overseas, shit like that. You heard? We in the building again. You did. Shout out to my nigga Mikey T, man. You know
Oh,
it was
yeah.
good.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back, man. You got the new chain, I see. You got the Millionaire chain on deck, I see, bro.
Oh yeah, man. You know I had to let peace for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Is there besides the RLLNR. You know what I mean? You know I still got that going around the edges around it. You know what I mean? You know I had to switch it up a little. You know what I'm saying? New money and shit like that.
Hell yeah, man. Was you thinking about making that an R spinner chain, like the classic G Unit piece?
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? That's what it was gonna be. That's why it's kind of made like this. Cause that's what it was gonna be. That's what it was gonna be for real, for real. And then I swear, man, like I switched it at the last minute. Like at the last minute, I switched it at the last minute because what I heard like when you get changed like that, it's always problems with it. Like it's, you know what I mean. And then I be thinking about it, and just going back to like the G unit spinner chain and shit like that. It never sat right. Like every time you looked at it, the G would be sideways. It's always, like it just, it never really sat right. And plus, I got kids, man. They'll be done broke my shit.
Yeah, at first you had for the longest time you had been repping the dollar chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still got it.
Facts.
Right. Hmm.
Yep. So you were repping that for the longest time. I know you iced that out a little bit extra when you were rocking with G Unit, if I'm not mistaken.
The dollar chain.
Yeah.
Nah, man, stayed the same, man. Only thing I did different to it was because it was white gold at first, and I had got it, dipped in gold. You know what I mean?
What's up, man?
Yeah, that was the only thing I did to it. That chain was really like my first ever, big real chain. You feel me? So it was kind of sentimental to me, and like that chain ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I mean?
I
For
already know.
real. And plus, that's the same chain that Wayne had. I got the chain from Wayne. At the same chain Wayne had on the what cover he was. I think it was a double XL cover he wore that chain. And that's the chain he had on in that video with Joey Crack with Fat Joe.
The Make It Rain. No, no.
Yeah,
Was it the
yeah,
one produced by Scott Storch with all the
yeah,
money and shit?
yeah,
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 Make It Rain. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
How
Hmm.
does somebody how does somebody bless you with a chain like that, kid? How did that go?
Well, because at that time I had a big chain. You know what I'm saying? I had a big piece. You know what I mean? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I already had like, what I'm saying, a nice piece or whatever, shit like that. And he wanted it. Like, like he wanted to wear it and you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So he was just like, man, like, if you give me that child, I'll give you this. I'm like, shit, yeah, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shit. For real. For
That's
real.
lit, man. Was the classic G Unit spinner chain around when you was rocking with all the guys?
Nah, it wasn't, man. And you know what's crazy? Bro? I asked 50 about that chain. Like, I was like, yo, like, you still got the G on the spinning chain? He's like, nah, okay, I got rid of that shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then one day he told me, it was, oh, no, no, no. He was just telling me, like, the story about what happened, like, with Buck with the chain and shit. And when niggas said he robbed it or whatever. And he told me, he was like, man, the chain that the person actually took was the fake one. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said, he had the real one and he had a fake one. You know what I'm saying? And what they was doing was, Buck was wearing, like the fake one when he out. You know what I mean? In case shit like that happens. You feel me? In case shit like that happens. And what's crazy is, man, and the thing is, you gotta understand, it wasn't about the chain that niggas rolled for. It was about, you know what I'm saying, the pride. You know what I'm saying? The fact of, man, somebody thought, somebody took this from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's fake or not. You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
feel me? You ain't gonna take nothing from me. So, for real, you
That
respect
was
them.
the G Unit chain. You know what I mean? People
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
at that and they were like, "Yo, nobody could steal 50 Cent's chain."
Yeah, regardless, for real, you know what I mean? So, respecting them niggas, man, for real. Yeah, for real, bro. Niggas stood on business.
With 50 calling Lloyd lazy. How do you feel about that? And do you think that word really applies to Banks?
Nah, man. It's just that, like with Banks, bro, like, from what I see, you know what I mean? Like, from what I seen, and, being around dude, it ain't that, being lazy, you heard me? I feel like if he feel like something ain't right, he ain't gonna move for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just a person that just want to march to his own drum. You feel me? He just want march to the beat of his own drum, bro. Like, shit. Then he ain't lazy. Just, you know what I'm saying? But like, he just a well thought out type of dude. You know what I'm saying? And you think like he want to be perfect with his shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
let me take a second to shout out Cody 2, The Course of the Inevitable 2 from Lloyd Banks, available now,
yeah,
streaming.
go cop that, man. For real. Go cop that, bro. For real.
Also, go stream Kid Kids Shit 2, Crooks, out right now. Mano recently said that 50 Cent was very instrumental in helping with his deal at Atlantic Records. How instrumental was 50 in getting you on the Double XL freshman list and other
Man,
opportunities you can remember?
it was very instrumental, man. It was like, like he got real, like, good relationships with what's her name, Vanessa. That's over there at Double XL, and like, cause I ain't gonna front when we wanted to do it, and cause I went to him and told him I wanted to be on the freshman cover, even though I wasn't a freshman. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, okay, I'll holler at Vanessa, whatever. So Vanessa was more like, well, look, like we already got the candidates. We already got, I'm saying, everybody that's supposed to be there. She was like, we can have like the one spot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We could do the vote. You know what I'm saying? A fan vote. If you could win the fan vote, then we'll put you on there. Like a lot of people don't know, like me doing that, that's what started the fan vote for Double XL.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
was the first person like to do that, and it was like since that happened, like they've been doing it every year, but like I was the first person to do that. You know what I'm saying? To get people to actually like vote for me. You know what I'm saying? To get the 10th spot and shit. They're gonna be on there. Crooks is out right now on all platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You feel me? Go look at my in studio video Crooks. You know what I'm saying? I chose to do like the in studio video for that song and for a couple songs that a couple in studio videos with the mic hanging down. Why I did that like that? Because it brings more attention to what you actually saying. You know what I'm saying? Other than all the distractions of, bitches shaking ass and, what I'm saying, throwing money around and all that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to actually hear what I'm saying. You feel me? For real. Uh, and like I said, man, Street Fame coming soon, man. Crooks is out right now. Um, Shit, man. Look me up on in iTunes and all that extra shit and go catch up.
A lot of people know you from linking with Lil Wayne with Miss Officer, but you had previously linked with Lil Wayne to form the Squad Up. Can you
Yeah,
tell me how all that occurred?
yeah. Um, Through like one of the big homies you did from around the way, Mule. You know what I'm saying? He was real like close friends with Fee and you know what I'm saying, like a lot of other people that was around Wayne, And one day, like he told me, he just was like, man, like, man, I'm gonna bring you, I'm gonna bring you up there bottom niggas, you dig, and let you, let you rap for him. And time went by, you know what I'm saying, and like at the time, like I wasn't really, even thinking about that, cause like where we from, bro, like fucking like dreams and shit, like just don't exist. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like when he, just told me that shit, like I just didn't, I didn't really think it was gonna be real. And one day that nigga came got me, man. He came got me, picked me up. Me and my little cousin Mike, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my little cousin Mike. Um, we went up there. I rapped for dude, and it was history. You know what I mean? Like real talk, like it was history for real, for real, for real.
All right, so we got a super chat right here from RS Reviews. He said, Kid, you bodied ejected in London.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you talking about in Lord knows? Love from London and Ninth Ward. Salute to Mikey. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he was mentioning how you was out London, man. Do you
Mm-hmm.
have any memories of being out London performing?
Yeah, that was for I think that was I think it's pronounced the O2, the O2 Arena.
Oh, I've heard of the O2.
O2 Arena. Oh yeah, 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 man. Cause man, hey man, like I get that kind of performance, bro. Anytime I perform, bro, because it's like, I still look at everything as a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I'm real grateful for that type of shit. You know what I mean? And so you gotta think, man, like, like you coming from nothing, you feel me? You be overseas, you in London, you know what I'm saying, in front of thousands of people. Like,
It was thousands in there,
yeah, man, shit. So
and you just
go,
gave it your all.
yeah, I'm like, shit, man, what? You did? I'm about to cut all the way up. Yeah, I'm about to cut all the way up for real, for real. But and to answer your next question, you did on that Lord knows, man. I know I told like a couple of stories in there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be kind of like particular. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
feel me? As far as like what verse you talking about? You know what I mean? For real.
bar.
Yeah, because I talk about one of my homies, you know what I'm saying, that caught a little murder charge or whatever, and and how you know what I'm saying, like we gonna party, you know what I'm saying, okay, you got going whatever, you feel me, and on another verse on that song, I talk about a past like relationship I was in, you know what I'm saying, the chick that like fucked over me when I was down, you know what I'm saying, and on the and on the third verse, you know what I'm saying? I talked about like the rap game. You know what I mean? For real, I talked about the rap game. You feel me? As far as like how people would, like try to like hold you back, like type shit and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? For real, because cause in that verse I detail how, like I can't, I'm not gonna talk about cars and you know what I'm saying, and money and all, just all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, you dig? I like talking about the struggle. You feel me? Cause no matter what I went through, bro, or how much money I made or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was always a struggle for me. You feel me? Always a struggle for me. You did what there was a struggle, inside of me. You know what I'm saying? A struggle going on around me. You feel me? Or just struggling to fucking get music out. You know what I mean? For real, like it was always a struggle, and I like to talk about that. I like to rap about shit that I know. You know what I mean?
So going back to the O2 Arena real quick with 50 was
Hmm.
is that you and 50 in a Yayo thing? Was 50 performing his part on Ejected too? I know Lil Wayne is
He
on that
don't. He
track
don't.
as
Man,
well.
50 don't have a verse on ejected.
Oh, 50 wasn't doing Ejected?
Nah, 50. He don't. He don't have a verse on that song.
So
You
he
know.
just wanted to jump on that song.
You know. Yeah. Yeah. He actually. Yeah. Like he actually like wanted the song like for himself type shit. You know what I mean? For real. That was one of the ones like, nah, man, I'm keeping this one, bro.
That would have been the Street King Immortal single, I think.
I'm like, man, I'm keeping this one, bro, for real, bro. Like, cause it was a couple of songs, man, that that it was like that. Like we'll do the song, like I'll do the song or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he'll just be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like I want to use it or whatever. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? You
Yeah, I
feel
was
me?
going through a lot of those songs, and you absolutely body a lot of those tracks, like the shooting guns, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna go over all those though, man, but you
yeah.
absolutely body. And then there's that one track. We'll get to it in a little bit. So so man, I want to ask you, you had spoke about it a little bit earlier, but what did that do for everybody on Mazan, and what did that do for everyone you knew when Lil Wayne started rocking with y'all and Squad
Man,
Up formed?
hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man, just me alone, bro. Like going as far, like as I went with it and shit, bro. It gave the whole city hope. You know what I'm saying? Like it made everybody want to rap. It made everybody feel like they could do it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like like man, that's like you feel me? Like I'm not one of them dudes that just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? For real, like
They picked up
like
the name.
yeah, like it's people that actually know me. So for them to, what I mean, like see me actually doing this shit, it's like, yo, like man, I could, man, I know I could do it if he could do it. You know what I'm saying? For real. And like I was a lot of inspiration for a lot of niggas, man, for real. And I get that all the time. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I get that all the time, bro. Like, like the youngers and shit come run up to me or whatever and just be like, yo, bro, like you my motivation, bro. You my inspiration, bro. You one of the reasons I started doing this shit. And you know what I mean? Because I was always one of them dudes, man. Like I could be just getting off tour, you know what I'm saying? Whole worldwide tour, whatever, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm right back in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right back in the hood. Like, right back at the block parties and you did shit like that, you feel me? Because I was still living, my same regular life.
Evidently,
You know what I mean?
after you got the call from 50 Cent,
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to your regular life.
Yeah. No matter like what it was, man, doing, the Wayne shit, everything. You know what I'm saying? I was still me. You feel me? Like I was still me, still, just hanging around the same people, still doing, all the same shit. You feel me? So, like that gave, like I said, like that gave a lot of, a lot of people hope. You know what I'm saying? For real. That gave a lot of people hope, man. For real, for real.
So how did it work with Wayne bringing y'all in? Was it like Squad Up? Did it become Cash Money? Like how did all that work?
It was like when I got with dude and everything, like he was just like starting to like just think of a name or whatever and stuff like that for real. And that's how Young Money actually like was started. You know what I'm saying? For real, because it was like I guess he just wanted, some artists or whatever first, and like once I got with him and stuff, it's like we started thinking of all that after we got in the studio and went to recording and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's when we started just coming up with the, like yeah, we're gonna call us also Young Money and shit like that. Now as far as like the squad name, like him and his Lapanas and everything, which was like like Gutter Gutter and T Streets and Mario and Sam and all them, like they was already like his friends. They was already calling themselves Squad. You know what I mean? They was already calling themselves that. That was just like their little clique. You know what I'm saying? But when I came around, it turned into a rap thing.
So
Mm-hmm.
so in retrospect, I want to ask, do you really think you were a good fit for Cash Money or Young Money? Looking back at it, how do you think it?
Um, yeah, man. Like we all from New Orleans, and you know what I'm saying. It was like, it was a New Orleans thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a New Orleans thing, bro. Like, no matter, like how you look at it, you feel me? Like me and Wayne on the track is, like you could hear the chemistry. You could, you know what I'm saying? you could really like feel that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real, like for real.
Yeah, because I know you had told me that Squad Up built a buzz to where you guys took a meeting with Jay-Z,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Birdman was also interested.
yeah, yeah. But that was after like we like separated from Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
As a squad, like we separated from Wayne. You feel me? And we did our own thing for a minute. You feel me? We did our own thing for a minute, and that's when we, took the meeting with Jay Z and shit like that. And of course, Baby was interested in shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we was the hottest shit in the city. You know what I'm saying? For real, like so. Yeah, man, for real. Like, all that shit was cool, but niggas just ain't, you know. I don't know, man. It did like niggas just wasn't right, I guess. Yeah, for real.
Did you guys actually go back to take that meeting with Birdman though, or was it more like you
Uh,
heard they were interested thing?
nah, nah, nah. We ain't never, like going to meet with dude. You know what I mean? Cause you gotta think about it like this too, bro. Like you can't just, like walk away from Wayne and then go fuck with Baby.
It would have looked crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Not even look crazy, but you'll put yourself in a crazy predicament. You know what I'm saying? For real. Even though, but the thing is, like, no matter what, like, even though, like, it still would have been all good and shit like that because, like, we all know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know each other, you feel me? And, niggas been around niggas for years and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it still would have been like, like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just that wouldn't have been just all the way solid type shit.
Yeah, Wayne would have had to been with the group if that was the case.
Mhm. Well, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, you feel me? But it
Well,
just would,
he should have been with the group if that was the case then. You know what I mean? If you guys were going to do the deal with Birdman, it would have probably only been right.
yeah. But that's the thing, man. Around that time, bro, like, a lot of people don't know, man. Like, Wayne always wanted to separate himself from Baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like all that little shit that they went through and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He did a couple years ago and shit. Like, man, dude been, wanted to separate himself from Baby. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
He had the opportunity when Jay-Z came to him and tried to sign him
Yeah,
to Def Jam,
yeah, yeah.
but Birdman offered him, you know what I mean? The president, I think he offered him being the president of Cash Money or something
Nah,
like that at that point.
nah, I don't think it was that, bro. It's just like when you was around people like for your whole life and shit, man. Like no matter what, you know what I mean? Cause I ain't gonna front like what I realized with Wayne. Like and with Babe and shit, like it wasn't really about the money. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really about the money, man. It was just more of like, look, man, like we family, whatever, shit like that. You know what I mean? You gotta think, man, like Wayne been around Babe since he was like, I think like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Like,
younger than
shit.
that.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. And like when you around people that really like put you in the game and all that there, man, no matter what they doing, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors and shit, you gonna always feel like you owe them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna always feel like you owe them something. You feel me? Because they did something for you, you did when nobody else did. You know, and I think that's what it was that Wayne was, like kind of holding on to. And plus, you gotta think, like Wayne was all Baby had at one time.
Yo, kid, did you ever have a relationship with BG? And do you think you guys will record when he gets home in the next few years?
Um, I never, I never really like had a real like personal relationship with BG. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I just met his son not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? You know, a couple months ago. You know what I mean? Shout out to that boy, man. You know, you did cooler nigga. I never really had a real relationship with BG, but we know so many of the same people. You know what I'm saying? For real. What a lot of people don't know, before he was rapping Uptown and all that shit there, you know what I'm saying? That nigga stayed off Mazak. That nigga stayed around Mazak. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's a lot of shit for real, bro. Like, you know, you stay around there, and you know, like when he used to be like certain places, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, moving around downtown, you know what I'm saying? Hollering at my people and shit, like getting this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at the time, you know, like, you know, he was, you know, like he was drugging, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was drugging, and, you know what I'm saying? Whenever he'll go around and, you know what I'm saying, get, you know, nigga call me. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, they got PG right here. Woo, you know what I'm saying? Nigga put him on the phone. You're there, you know, we'll, you know, talk or whatever. But we never, like, you know, really linked up and, you know what I'm saying? And chilled or nothing like that. You feel me? Now, we done been in insane spots together. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You hear me? But, you know, like, we never really, really, like, you know, really, really linked like that.
He got sentenced to 14 years for some for gun possession charge. The
Yeah.
laws in New Orleans are that crazy?
Man, nah, it ain't. It wasn't just about the gun possession, man. It was, you know, like when you got a track record, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got track record, bro. You know, they add all that shit to it. You know what I mean? For real, you know. Like when you get caught with something over like 3, 4 times, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hit you with a, they gonna hit you with a big sentence. You feel me? For
Well,
real.
free BG, man, free B Jizzle.
Yeah, man, free Jizzle, man, for real, man. In New Orleans, you know, we got the free BG Fridays. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
For real, man. Free Doogie.